The Cavaliers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Makes the catch, it's Green. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Connection to the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's loose. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
going for it all. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning on the Jets. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Pulls and fires complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Cavaliers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Virginia. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Castellanos. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move. Here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Ennis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Cavaliers will have it first and 10. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Gets it out quickly. There he goes! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Under fire. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Castellanos. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ennis. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the Cavaliers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Caught in the backfield, it's Ennis. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor. Both are trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz. And they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short now, they snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To throw, it's Castellanos. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Noles will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cavaliers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Green. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Trying to take it back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He'll keep it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Morris. Spins away from the defender. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gets it to him on the screen. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Ennis. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They booted away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Oh, they're after him. At the 10, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can... Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Davis. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time winding down. What is better than this? He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt that...
toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. This rivalry is one of the most storied, at least in the modern generation of college football, but last year sort of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth in Tallahassee as it just never was competitive.
It was a dominant win by the Canes. I mean, they had 445 yards. Florida State had 248. Like, this was a beatdown. You could clearly see the balance with Miami's offense. Running the football for over 200, throwing for over 200. They did what they wanted at will.
I think that's the thing. You know, everybody went into that one expected to see Cam Ward just light it up. Very pedestrian day for the Hurricanes. Throwing it, you're right, David. It was the Oregon State transfer, Damian Martinez, that went to work on the ground. They were more physical. It's exactly what Mario Cristobal wants this football team to be. Can Florida State match that physicality today in the trenches?
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Back to throw, it's Beck. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground, fourth down coming up. And the Canes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Line getting set on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the... And that brings up a fourth down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Slides away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. QB draw. Turning it on. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Seminoles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. That's caught. It's White. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The quick out. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense is
nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down.
This defense, they are tenacious. And we've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
We've reached a break and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Miami 10, Florida State 0.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Castellanos. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the marker. It's McCoy. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. The play action fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Puts it out of the air. Ball's out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He's got it. 1st down and more.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's touchdown, Florida State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. The short hands, it's Fletcher. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Oh, there's the ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Seminoles. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. On the move and looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this run.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Trying to barge in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's back. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got the screen set up. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Looking left. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes.
And the Canes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's caught. It's Robinson. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the counter. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Noles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be downed right there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Escapes trouble. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to Davis. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense.
Touchdown, Noles! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 34 over Minnesota. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Touchdown, Miami! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bauman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Canes are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Pulls and fired complete. All out of space. Hurrah. Forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll They'll try to get it in with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking for a man. It's back. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Canes. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. This is a designed run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's going to take it all. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Lots of running room. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Going to try to get it himself. That's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. What will they dial up on? And a long way to go. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Slithers into space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of the space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Daniels. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Canes are on the move. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. It's caught downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And wings it incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
He's loose. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
I mean, fourth and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks, this kind of athletic ability, are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on fourth down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that is how we will wrap this one up. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.